Most people don't quit home fitness once. They quit repeatedly. They start, they stop, they restart. And every time they tell themselves the same story, this time will be different. But the pattern stays the same, not because of laziness, not because of lack of knowledge, but because the real problem isn't physical. It's psychological. The mind gets stuck in a loop of motivation, pressure, and burnout. And until that loop is understood, starting over becomes a permanent lifestyle. Motivation feels powerful. It creates excitement, big plans, high expectations, but motivation also creates pressure. It tells you that every workout must be productive, every session must matter, and when pressure rises, resistance follows. You begin to associate fitness with effort, struggle, and performance, not calm, not normal. So the brain starts avoiding it, not because you hate exercise, but because you've linked it with stress. The brain is not designed for transformation. It's designed for comfort. It chooses what feels safe and familiar. Scrolling feels easier than stretching. Sitting feels easier than moving. So every time you rely on willpower, you're fighting your own biology. This is why starting feels harder than continuing, and why most routines fail before they even begin. The brain doesn't resist fitness. It resists uncertainty and effort. The mistake is thinking you need more discipline. What you need is lower psychological friction. 5 minutes is enough. Gentle movement is enough. No performance, no intensity. When the standard feels easy, the brain doesn't resist it. Action becomes neutral, not stressful, not dramatic, just normal. And normal habits don't require motivation. They repeat automatically. The strongest shift happens when identity changes. Not I'm trying to work out, but I'm someone who moves daily. This removes internal conflict. You're no longer forcing yourself. You're simply acting in alignment with who you are. Identity-based habits feel stable. They don't depend on mood. They don't require hype. They feel ordinary. And ordinary behaviors are the ones that last. Real consistency comes from design, not emotion. Prepare your environment, reduce steps, make starting effortless. When action requires less thinking, the brain stops resisting. You don't need to convince yourself. You simply begin. This is how habits become automatic, not through pushing harder, but through removing obstacles. You don't need a new plan. You don't need a new routine. You need a simpler system. Lower expectations, less pressure, more repetition. When fitness feels calm instead of demanding, consistency stops being a battle. And starting over becomes unnecessary. Because you're no longer relying on motivation. You're building something sustainable.